Hello everyone.
No, not yet.
Because I saw that it was live streamed. Please tell me when, so that I'm also a bit ready as well.
Yes, I think, yeah, I'll have to wait for like 20 seconds before because there is a lag for 20 seconds. So just wait for that.
Mm-hmm. And can you also give me a co-host so I can share my screen?
Yeah, sure. I don't know why like it's still black. Oh, okay. You can start. We're live.
Okay. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Alexandros. I'm the new community lead of Litentry, and today's broadcast is basically to let you know about our new batch for the Crowdloan. Here, as you can see, it's the current reward is 359 lit for one dot. And this is because you can already contribute. If you want to, you can also click on contribute now. If you don't know how to, you can go through this video and see how it basically is done. But I can also explain to you how Parachain Crowdloan works. If you haven't already contributed to us, you stake your Polkadot token through this webpage or through one of our partners, and it basically it's done. Then you kind of earn rewards, and depending on how many Polkadot, of course, you contributed, you earn rewards. And in case we do not get the Parachain, then you get your Polkadot back. Here we also kind of can see the lead tokens rewards. Basically, the Crowdloan start date is 18th of December, which basically has already started. The vesting period or the leasing period is 96 weeks. So this means that, of course, if you stake your DOT, you will get it back in 96 weeks or in 2 years, more or less. This time we're targeting the slots of from number 6 to number 11. We had a Crowdloan hard cap the previous time of 8 million Polkadot. Now we raised it to 12 million, and the token reward pool is 20% of the total supply, which is 20 million lead tokens. And the Crowdloan campaign deadline is on 10th of March, which means that we have a few months, of course, to contribute.
Alex, would you like to share your screen?
Yes, indeed. Yep. So we have, as we said here, the Crowdloan started on the 18th of December. The vesting period is 96 weeks. The target slots that we're aiming for are 6 and 11. The hard cap has changed from 8 million DOT to 12 million DOT. The token reward pool is 20% of the total supply, which is 20 million DOT, and the campaign deadline is 10th of March. The minimum contribution is 5 DOT, but you should also keep in mind that you should have in your wallet at least 1.5 to 2 dots left. So because if you do not have at least a little bit of dot left in your wallet, then your wallet may become inactive, which would be, of course, difficult for you to collect afterwards the rewards. Every participant will be rewarded minimum with 2.5 lead tokens per Polkadot contributed. So basically, if we do manage to reach the cap of 12 million, then everyone gets 2.5 lead tokens. The final reward will be calculated depending on how many Polkadot you are contributing. So here you can see also the equation, which is your number of your dot contribution. Let's say you contribute 5 Polkadot, you divide this by the total Polkadot contributions by the whole community, and then you multiply it by 20 million lead tokens generally. So Another thing is that you also get a referral bonus, which is 5%. This 5% referral bonus is split between you as the person that refers it to it and to your friend. So as a person who refers someone, you get 2.5% referral bonus, and 2.5% goes to the friend that you have referred to. You also have an early bird bonus, which is 10%. And this is if you contribute before the end of the year, and specifically before December 30, 2021. Another bonus that you have is 10% in terms of digital identity bonus. And this will be, this means that you will have to complete certain tasks, and the details of these tasks will be announced on our social media quite soon. In terms of failure of compensation, of course, you will get your Polkadot back, and the compensation ratio leads from lead to dot is 0.12 leads per 1 dot. Also, if you're going to contribute through one of our partners, for instance, Parallel, you also get 20% para as compensation for that. And you will receive this, thus you will receive 0.12 leads and 0.8 para as compensation. For those who participated through Binance in batch 1, of course, unfortunately, there are no extra bonuses. This is because we could not get contributor data from Binance, and users had already shared a total of 5K lead bonus when participating. And I hope that you will understand, and thank you for your understanding. We have 3 auction channels, which is Polkadot GS, which is Litentry Crowdloan. If you use that channel to contribute, you will get, as we said, the 10% early bird bonus and 10% DID bonus. That is, of course, well, not accounting, of course, the 2.5% before, if you're going to refer people. If you're going to contribute through Bifrost, which is one of our partners, you're going to be able to get liquidity, meaning that for every dot that you contribute, you will also be able to get liquidity derivatives issued by Bifrost itself. And you will also be able to enjoy the rewards from the Polkadot.gs. If you're going to contribute through Parallel, which is basically one of our other partners, you're also going to get 4 para per dot and a 20% para compensation with 0.8 para and 0.12 leads tokens, as I mentioned earlier, plus the rewards that you're going to get from the Polkadot.gs as well.
Sorry, Alex, just add on that. So Parallel just update their compensation ratio, so that would be 25% of Kara's compensation.
All right.
Update.
All right, thank you. So yes, that's even better. So guys, you're not going to get 20% compensation, but you're going to get a 25% compensation. Well, there are ways you can contribute. As we said, you can go through this website, crowdloan.litentry.com, which is the website here, and you can press contribute now. You can use Polkadot itself to contribute, and the steps here are to visit, of course, the Polkadot website. You select the Polkadot relay chain, which is a very important detail, because if you're not using the very same relay chain, well, the Polkadot relay chain, then you won't be able to succeed in contributing. So please mind this small detail. In the network menu, you should also select parachains. In the sub-navigation, select Crowdloan, find Litentry within the table of the options. In the right-hand column, select contribute. In the pop-up window entry, you can add how much dot you want to contribute, and then you have to sign your transaction and submit it. You will have to wait for a few seconds for the transaction to be processed, and then basically you would be able to, you should also safeguard your private keys while using, let's say, Polkadot.gs apps, and we recommend you to use Polkadot.gs browser extension. you can click here to download it if you go on this website. And after you have done all this, once your transaction has been signed, you will have successfully contributed to our Crowdloan. Here we can see people that have already contributed and how much they have contributed. If this is something that it's interesting for you, of course, you can also do it, see it. There you have some FAQs that if you need, you can also, of course, ask. Here we have also the timeline. Now we are in the batch 2 Crowdloan begins, and on the December 23 batch 2 auction begins as well. So basically the last, well, another thing that I would like to talk about is the products that we're working on. The very first product is my crypto profile. This allows users to use, to link their crypto identity with their social media identity, for instance, with Twitter. So if you go on Twitter, then it would be easier for you to click on your wallet and see what is within that wallet. This helps, of course, it's easier to navigate it, but of course it's easier to also verify the assets that you're holding, either for you or well, it's basically easier from that perspective. Then also you have identity data analytics, which is basically Web3 Go. It's an open data analytics platform that allows users to extract, curate, and visually present powerful data as well. And it provides a series of Web3 data related services. And basically it helps with sophisticated addresses labeling system to create users' portrait and accumulate information according to the behavior data on the chain. Utilizing Substrate smart contract, a reward system is deployed to incentivize users to post data tasks and patronize data professions Web3 Go. If you would like to learn more about it, you can of course also click here. Then we also have the public profile. This is basically the Polkadot name service, and basically what you have basically the Polkadot website, or that you can get, of course, as well. And if you do that, you get you empower yourself to index the public data name. Another product that we're working on is also on the single sign-on possibility. This helps bridge Web 2, for instance, with Web 3, because you can use one single sign-in account system to sign into your Web 2 or your Web 3. For instance, you can use this password to log into Google, log into Twitter, you can log in or something from Web 3 as well, basically. And the last one is DeFi DAO NFT, social media scores. This basically helps people to use basically a credit score depending on how they have performed in different chains and what their history of performance is. This helps them with, for instance, with DeFi to make the over collateralization a little bit smaller, or a lot smaller, depending on their history. So for instance, if you have a good credit history, your over collateralization will be smaller by not using the service. In terms of DAO, it helps, for instance, if you have whales, for instance, it helps with making the democracy and the voting system fairer, because instead of whales having many coins and being able to vote depending on how many coins they hold, this shifts the difference towards their credit score. And if they have behaved well in different chains, this gives them a different way of voting, and it makes it fairer. So it's not about how much someone owns, but how well they have behaved in different blockchains, because you can get this data and you can compare, of course, and this gives a certain percentage of voting power to every single person using the network. And you can also use NFTs, which helps you to verify every single NFT that you have, not having to worry about changing different networks because it brings all the networks together. Here you can also read some related articles that you might want, and you can also see the partners that we have. And to recap, basically, what you can do is there are different channels that you can use. You can use Parallel, which is one of our partners. You get 25% more contribution from Parallel, and you get also 4 Parallel per dot contributed. And you can also use Bifrost. This would allow you to also use liquidity and through Bifrost as well in terms of derivatives. And you can also use Polkadot.gs, which gives you 10% more contribution depending on how much you have contributed, of course, and if you're an early bird as well. Now, what you have to also keep in mind is that if you're using Bifrost or Parallel, if you're an early bird, you still get the 10% from the Polkadot.gs. I think I covered everything. And if you have any questions, please do ask them.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Alex, for explaining all the the Parachon auction batch 2 reward plan. And I just want to also add on one thing is that if Litentry wins the Polkadot slot in the auction, it really does not only beneficial for the project itself and all our supporters for this reward, but also benefits the entire ecosystem, because as Alex mentioned, that we have a lot of use cases, for example, like DeFi, NFTs, on-chain governance. And after we win the slot, we'll be able to really deploy our mainnet, and all our use case on our websites, and we have been introducing to you guys, can be really coming to life, and really we'll be able to share and benefit from the really the security, scalability and interoperability of the Polkadot network on its own, and with our own blockchain individualized design. And we'll be able to to support many different use cases beyond your imagination. And now we have like many different projects in the ecosystem already building around our Litentry blockchain. So after we become the parachain, all these services will onboard to Litentry, and we will be starting to interoperate.
Exactly. Thank you, Jackie. And are there any questions?
Is there any question from the community? And we're here to help you out. Okay, I think no questions then. And I just want to add on to like the main difference between the batch 2 reward comparing to the batch 1. The first thing is that we increase our hard cap from 8 million to 12 million, just to make sure that we can really accumulate enough DOT to win the Parachon auction. And the second thing is that we introduce a so-called referral program that really rewarding our community members for doing promotions, for supporting our Litentry Crowdloan, so that we wanted to keep them incentivizing. So we introduced a 5% extra bonus for the referral program. So if everyone could use the link and to create a referral link for them individually, and then anyone that support us in our parachain via this referral link would have get a 2.5% of extra bonus, and you'll be able to get 2.5% extra bonus as well. So it's both beneficial for yourself and those who use your link. And then, yeah, I guess no question. Okay, I guess Alex, you can wrap up the community call and.
Thanks for everyone who showed up and who saw the new updates that we have. Also, if you still have any questions that you may remember afterwards or anything, you can always reach out to me, which is alex@litentry.com. This is my email, so do not be afraid to reach out to either me or to the people, through the social media, through our Discord. This is something that that's why we're here. We're all a community, and we always try to help one another and be able to progress this industry as further as we can, of course. Thank you, and see you in the next community call.